Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf, where today we are scouting the area near the Floodfells where orcs from Gunabad have blocked the road and a few keep watch over the north edge. So that means there are orcs here, right? Aren't I supposed to handle some of that? What's this? A collar. Hmm. A large collar can be found on the road to the Floodfells, appears to be dwarf-made. You recall that Varthmut spent some time around dwarves when he journeyed beneath the mountains, and he might be able to tell you something about the abandoned collar. I forgot what that collar is all about, but I suppose he may fill us in on that matter. Now, there are some orcs here, right? Yes, and I believe I'm supposed to kill some orcs for the purpose of paying for my stay at the Bjorninghuis. Let's see what we've got here. We need to get let's see what we've got here. Defeated orcs and the Bjorninglands. I think that's what I need to do for my stay. The orc head will do as a trophy for Grimbjorn. Now, why he would want an orc head trophy, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, especially for an orc killed by an outsider. But, alright, I suppose we will have to humor that thought for the moment. But now let's get our quota of orcs, and then see what the next thing is on the agenda. One of the items that I'm supposed to be collecting is some firewood, so that we can all be nice and warm, and of course we'll be able to cook our food. And we need to collect some lavender for the bees. Alright, good. And I need to clear out the patches of brush that are covering every place, so that the roads be nice and clear. Well, this isn't exactly in the middle of a road, but the way would be clear, I guess. Actually, now that these are gone, it looks like there is a path of sorts here. It's just that there are also some other grasses and the like that are tenaciously holding on here. But I can see that this was intended at one point to be a path. Here's an interesting patch of soil. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Some flint. Alright. Good. So maybe I can also get some flint so that everything will be nice and set. Ooh, hold on. There's some firewood. I suppose now that I'm back, I should start with the unpleasantness of reporting about the bell I found.
Is there no end to our troubles?
Yo, no! That's Honeybell's bell! Where did you find it? In a ward den? Oh, tragedy indeed, Pineleaf. She was just a good girl, a faithful bovine companion, supplier of milk and cheese. Oh, we will all mourn, not just for the products for which she supplied us, but also for her dear, loving, and sweet demeanor. Oh, poor Honeybell, to perish in such a way. Hold on a moment. Is that Haldis I see? And who is that with her? I'll go and speak with Haldis and find out. You son that gave you pause in your morning? Well, let's go and find out. Well, there's a cow with her. Hello?
Life is sweet like honey.
Oh, you're a friend of Sturkist? I see that you found Honeybell's bell. I took her out for a walk in the sunshine earlier today, for she seemed quite agitated about something, and I thought a walk might do her some good. Her bell must have fallen off sometime while we were away, and I didn't notice it until we returned. Oh, you found her bell in a ward den? I must say I'm grateful that you found the bell only, with no cow attached to it, and that Honeybell was safe with me, and I with her. I am surprised that Sturkis didn't see us. Oh, we must have missed one another. Uh-huh. Well, good to be safe, isn't it? Alright, I'll report the good news to Sturkist. It appears that Honeybell just lost her bell and not her life.
Oh, bother.
Oh, how these took Honeybell for a walk? Seems I sent you chasing on a wild goose and worried myself for nothing. I am sorry, but the darkness that has settled upon the vales has me on edge. I shall focus on my next task, which must surely cause me no alarm. How worrisome could mushrooms possibly be? Well, that probably depends on who all wants the mushrooms.
Have you come bearing bad news?
Yes, Gerda has tasked me with collecting wild mushrooms from the Bjorning lands. They grow in small groves throughout the vale, but now that I give it a little more thought, I realize that these mushrooms can be found quite far from the Bjorninghus. I would not want to encounter a warg, or worse. Perhaps you could help me collect some of the mushrooms that are further afield? Alright, fine. I'll collect 10 mushrooms. Yes, I'll collect 10 mushrooms. Yes, I know the quest says that I am giving him 8, but, well, charging a little payment, that's all. Ah, here we are. Hello.
The Bjornings once made safe the Riverlands.
You're
Did
right.
it again.
You're right to guess that dwarves made this collar, but I don't think it came from Moria. If it was found near the Floodfells, it seems likely that the collar came from Gundabad. That fortress has made by dwarves after all. Do you see these hairs here stuck in the cracks? They're unmistakably warg hairs. This is all very clear to me, Pineleaf. A large warg has come down from the Floodfells. He broke free from his collar and now roams the Bjorning lands. You must find this beast quickly and put an end to this menace. Alright, fine. I will look for this warg. What is this? Was this for the lavender, right? I suppose so. Okay, fine. How? Feed the crushed flowers to the bees. I am to flee. I am to feed bee. Hold on there. That's a bee. That's a big bee. Oh, right. That is the bee, right? Okay. That was rather strange seeing a small bee fly away when I feed the big bee, right? Oh well. I am just trying to get a look here, but I am so small, and the bees are so big. All right, here. And it's all these plants around here that are really giving me trouble. That's a goat, not a bee. Oh well. Ah, here's one that is nice and close. Yep, most definitely a bee. A big bee. Well then, let's go and report that that's completed. The bees have been fed.
It is a bright day in the vales.
Grimyorn's bees are quite friendly, as you have learned. I believe they have made a new friend today, and I trust that you have learned to respect the bees as well. All right?
Life is sweet, like honey.
You may have only just arrived, but all who stay at the Bjorning House must assist with the daily work. Yes, Grimbjorn will give you his own tasks, and that is his way, but he is not the only one who commands folk here. There is much to be done all around the Bjorning lands. Alright, so the better butter, the exceptional eggs, and your joyous jam. Right, yeah. And that gives me an incomparable rune. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do it for that. And what about Grimbjorn here?
These trophies are certainly respectable, though they were not in life.
These trophies show what I expect them to show. That although the war may be done, its soldiers remain a threat to the Vales of Anduin. The trade route must remain closed, for the safety of my people. Well, alright. I suppose that's the point.
I know that Randwill wishes me to reopen the trade route into Mirkwood.
I have heard of the hardships that are faced by the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain and the refugees from out of the east, but my own family must come first. Go to the forest gate and tell the elves there that what I have decided. All right, I will do so. And oh yes, concerning the other matter.
You have done more than I asked.
Why have you done more? Is this that wizard's doing? Why would you do more than I asked? What are you trying to prove, Warden? Grumble, 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 grumble. Okay, fine. I'll take the agility earring.
Orcs, goblins, and trolls have long harried the people of the Vales.
The days have been dark along the Anduin these past few months, and not just for my people. Orcs, goblins, and trolls have long harried the people of the Vales, but their attacks became more frequent of late. We turned them away, my kin and the woodsmen both, and by so doing we each became more friendly with the other. Good fences make for good neighbors, my sire used to say. But to that I now add, and so does shared hardship. You stay at the boarding house because I allow it, Pineleaf, and that means you should do as I say, when I say it. And now, I wish for you to go to Holtvis, the village of the woodsmen on the eastern side of the wood's edge, and lend them whatever assistance you're able. They face danger in the Vale of Anduin, but they are not as hardy as my people, and will need your aid. On your way to Hootvis, stop by the fort of Vegbar and obtain the collected tolls from Gulthig there. Return to me when you have finished with the folk of Hootvis, and I will count your obligation met. All right, fine. Uh, let's get the bad news out of the way. So let's give our message here to Legolas.
The Lord of the Beornings, like all his kin, can be very stubborn.
And yet, I believe that he can be persuaded if he is shown the need of it. I have a plan, Pineleaf, but I will need your help to see it done. First, you must defeat some of the threats that remain beneath the canopy of Aaron Lasglen. Grimiorn must be shown that the elves value the safety of his traders. Once you have defeated some of the enemies that threaten the peaceful travelers in the woods, meet me at the Bjorning House. Alright, fine. So I need to go back into Mirkwood and Aaron Lasgalen, the Greenwood. that could be all that difficult because this is a quest that requires me to defeat mobs who are 5 levels below me. I mean, really? Maybe there are other threats elsewhere? Oh, oh, enemies! I suppose bears don't quite make to be enemies. I guess they mean things like orcs and spiders? No, definitely won't count the deer. And we already know won't count the bears. So I need to find real enemies. Hold on. I saw a wolf down here, and I think wolves can be considered to be real enemies, right? Well, they are for hobbits. And apparently they also count for this quest too. Alright. Wolves it is. And of course spiders. I don't think we're going to find orcs down here, but this will do. And what was that all about? Completed! Northern Beast Slayer. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Oh. They're very definitely enemies that are going to go around attacking me while I am trying to read text here. Oh yes. I forgot I was supposed to be collecting mushrooms, wasn't I? Apparently collecting mushrooms isn't all that safe. Alright, fine. I hear something nasty nearby. Maybe I'm hearing things. Hold on, what's that? Whoa! I think I found our warg. Let's deal with it quickly. Before it devours us, of course. Alright. Hobbled. Well, I'm a hobbit, not a hobble. Actually, somehow the word bit might not be a good word to use with those things around. I mean, a hobbitten? Yeah, I don't like that sound of that way either. Anything that implies that I have been made into dinner by a warg just doesn't make me feel comfortable at the moment for some reason. Now, what were we talking? Oh, let me take care of these wounds. Alright, now that we've taken care of that, let's get to Vegbar. Yes, Vegbar. Wait a moment. Why is there a goblin here? Well, alright. I suppose I could answer why a bear is attacking the goblin. Yeah, one of the town guards here at Vegbar. Hello? Okay, they're going to let me pass through, I guess because I was fighting goblins. Now, let's see if I can find somebody who is willing to speak to me here. Ah! Lachar!
Oh, Staircase. Always worried about his sister.
Ah, Pineleaf, good to see you, my friend. Oh, what brings you to Vegbar? Oh, not here to pay the toll, are you? Oh, Staircase sent you. Oh, Staircase always worried about his sister. Indeed, there are often goblin problems this close to Goblin Town. This time, however, they are not of the usual sort. This time, they may be worse. Ooh? I was attacked by a goblin just outside the gates.
Scala, in command here at Vegbar, asked for help in this goblin matter. Grimbeorn sent me.
I was just about to ask Scala about the situation. Would you care to join me? Interesting. That's a good question. Yes, I will join you in the next episode of The Complete Pine Leaf.